Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? You know what? I just want y'all to know that in the last few days when I come here, I haven't done a thing to myself. I haven't brushed my teeth. I've not taken a shower. I've not done anything. And so, good morning. Good morning. When I get here, I get in front of the camera and the camera comes on, and I see myself and I think, shit, you kind of look a mess. You're not ready for prime time. But it is what it is because I get to do it my way. Um, and sort of just managing time is a real interesting thing. All right, y'all. How y'all doing? So today is a Mercury day and there is so much going on. I'm so curious how you all are feeling. Um, the first things that I want to say is today is the last day to join the 13 moons, harnessing everyday practical magic. um, luckily, I can't see you guys. I get it, right? So today is the last day to register for the 13 moons, harnessing everyday practical magic. So if you want to do that, today is the last day. It won't be available again until around the 25th of January. But if you want to focus the power, the energy around the new moon in Capricorn, which is about your integrity, your achievements, your discipline, your structure, like this is the cycle to get in on. And if you join with the class, then you'll get the new moon meditation, the full moon meditation, and then the other things that I offer in the class. And the class is $111 per month. Um, and if you don't, you can also sign up today for the Capricorn new moon meditation in my link tree. We're going to just the Capricorn virtual new moon meditation, and that's just $33. Just so come and set intentions and be a part of the ritual. And for some people, that's enough. And it's totally, it gives you you get to participate in the ritual and it plants the energy in your psyche and then you just get to move on. It's all good. Like everybody, you know what your level of need is. So today is a Mercury day and Mercury is conjunct Pluto and Venus in Capricorn. And so we are really deconstructing our relationship to the external reality, to authority. External authority is being burned up, is being seared. Thank you, Matthew. It's being seared. This idea that anything externally can have power over you. And let me say that this is something that's so personal. It's challenging for me to talk about it because I'm in it. So I'm going to do my best to talk about it, but I might not do it justice. And because we're in a process right now that is unwinding. And the only reason I can really talk about it is because I know the astrology. And so because I know the astrology, I can see what's going on in my own world. But inside of ourselves, the places where we hold our energy back. Oh, and let me say this, the Venus retrograde class is still available, so you can join that. But in your mind, Mercury governs the thoughts, the mind, right? So where do you think? Where are you perceiving that somebody has power over you? Where are you perceiving that you have to submit your authority to another, right? Like for me, one of my taxes, I like sometimes I'm like, my ancestors built this motherfucking country, and these motherfuckers are still taxing me. What the fuck? Like my ancestors built this motherfucker for free. And these motherfuckers are still taxing. That's external authority. That's authority. That's me thinking, that's me in my mind. I'm telling myself I'm in a struggle with it. You can hear the narrative around it, right? But I'm in a struggle with like, oh, there is this external force that is running. It doesn't even make sense. Like it just like I said, I can't talk about this stuff well, right? Because I'm in it. but all like everything in me comes up like just like that kind of resistance, right? Exactly. Paying all this stuff to live, right? And it's so literally I want to be aware of it. I want to be aware of it, and I want to be aware of what I'm telling myself. And then I want to start asking myself, is the only fucking way? Is this true? Is this real? Is there another way to be with this? What else is possible? Right? Right, exactly. I am here as a God being. I come to this planet which is free. Who the fuck are these motherfuckers to decide that not only did my ancestors build this motherfucker from scratch, from nothing, because it was the natives who were here kept it beautiful and pristine and mountains and rolling, right? So made it so, kept it so beautiful. But then another entity came in and bought my ancestors in for us to build the entire nation, right? And then other people came, like Chinese people came and other immigrants came, and right. And so, like, what is it? So, literally, I will just be with this today because we're going into a new moon. So, this will help me generate my intention for this new moon that's coming, because the new moon is in Capricorn and Mercury and Venus and Pluto are all in Capricorn. So the universe is giving us the configurations to see what energies we're working with, and then how is it plantation politics? Yes, absolutely. So the universe will give us the information. So if you want, so this Mercury saying, you know what, let's see if we can look at authority in a new way. Let's see if we can experience a new mindset around a very old way of seeing things. The ruler of this of Mercury and the ruler of this new moon that's coming is Saturn, and Saturn is in Aquarius. And so that means something new is breaking forward, because Aquarius is the mind of God. It's the alien, it's the new things that are coming. So we're watching the old paradigm, the old power structures attempt to assert their power and authority with all sorts of bells and whistles and tricks and dings and dongs, but they are, it's obsolete. Time has run out, right? And the thing is, just don't give them your time and energy. Just don't give it to, like, just begin to see what else is possible. So the moon is today, it is in Scorpio. Let me say this. Mercury at the 24th degree is the degree of humility, right? And humility is recognizing that you are a part of something great. You are a necessary part. Not humility is learning and recognizing, I'm so cold. All of a sudden I got so chilly. That you are a valuable contributor to the collective good, that you are necessary here. Don't humility, like we think that humility means I have to play small. No, humility means you have to be really true to yourself, because how about this? If you are the hand, right? And the hand thinks, I'm nothing, I'm just a hand, I'm not important. Well, the hand is really fucking important. If your hand doesn't work, then you can't use the hand for what. So you have to understand your value. Get humble enough to understand yourself, how you function, how you work, so that you can actually be the best, sharpest tool in the box, right? Humility is not to make yourself nothing. Humility is to make yourself great so that you can do your job for everyone else who you are in service to. Humility is to become who you're really here to be, because you fucking matter. You are necessary and you are needed. And that is the thing about the 24th degree. And Venus and Mercury are conjunct one another. So today, our emotions and our thinking are all under deep deconstruction. You know, what are the value of your feelings, right? So many of us, oh, I'm not gonna say how I feel, because if I say how I feel, then people will think I'm this. I'm not gonna share my feelings. Or you just inside of yourself, you shouldn't think that, or why do you think that? Or you're the like literally um how we deny our own feelings, right? So Venus conjunct Mercury, the feelings and the mind are in one thing. They're connected, they're conjunct, right? So what you're thinking is impacting your feeling body. And the moon today is like I'm becoming more prepared. I'm so excited so that I can really be present with you all. And so the moon is in Scorpio. And the moon is in Scorpio at the 12th degree. And right now, the moon moves really fast, but the 12th degree is the degree of creativity. And the moon in a square with Saturn is asking us to release, to let go of the shadow aspects of us that would keep us giving our authority and power away to another. The shadow aspects, right? So it's like not feeling worthy enough to speak up, not feeling valuable enough to have your feelings and your emotions addressed. Not that shit has to go, okay? Has to go. And we're going to be with this all month long. And so, as we are working with the energy of Mercury conjunct Venus conjunct Pluto, this is death to old ways of thinking, death to old ways of feeling, transformation, right? And it'll show up in your relationships and your love partnerships. So for me, I'm noticing, one of the things that we do as women, maybe men do it too, but I know I do it as a woman, is I will feel something in a relationship or an experience with somebody and I'll ignore it. I will fucking ignore it because I think I'm doing too much or I'm being too this and then the thing that I ignore becomes something that is so great that I cannot ignore it. So we really are learning to pay attention to the ways that we deny ourselves and here and understanding that we're creating our reality. So, you might like, I know there have been times in my life I ignore something, like I see something in somebody's personality and then I ignore it and try and override it. And then it becomes to get bigger and bigger and bigger where I can't ignore it anymore. And then my propensity is to make them wrong for who they are or how they're behaving. And my higher self will say to me, but you saw that and you ignored it. And so now you're experiencing it in a way that doesn't feel good to you, but you saw it. So you cannot be mad at them for being who they are. You did not correct it. You did not correct it, right? And so so it's literally understanding that we are inviting things in that are out of alignment with us, that we are participating and behaving that are out of alignment, and that we are giving our power away and then making somebody else responsible for it. This stuff is so fucking subtle, okay? And the reason I can pick up this stuff is because I do the moon work. The moon opens up the subtle energies so you can feel and see things that you cannot normally see. So for those of you, today is the last day to join the moon class, is all I'm saying. Because I've been doing this stuff for years to be able to feel, what is that I'm feeling? What is that? Because it's so subtle that it's like, an ant crawling on you. And you don't think about it, right? So now that I can see it, it's like, okay, now I can course correct this energy because we live in an energetic based system. And in an energetic based system, you have to learn how to read energy. Okay. So that is what I got for y'all today. Mercury at the 24th degree, Venus at the 24th degree, the mind and the emotions are one thing. We are being asked to let go of the ways that we have denied our thoughts and feelings for the for another where you've been like, oh, right. So I had this one partner who, whenever we get on the phone, they immediately start in the conversation, and literally it feels like they take me to Russia in a split second. If I say hello, they are, and literally, and I just started noticing. It's been going on for years. It's been going on for years, but I hadn't ever seen it. So I just started noticing, like, every time I get on the phone with them, I get so taken out of my reality, and hours can pass before I can get back to what it is I've been focusing on. And so I started putting a boundary and stopping it and going, no, I can't. No, or if you want to do this, we can have this conversation. And the whole energy has changed in the friendship because I stood for my frequency. It was like, you're taking me so far away. So it's important for us to really understand who we are, what we need, our own voice, our own frequency. And so many of us need to claim this from our childhoods, from our parents, from our siblings, from our environment. All of this is stuff that is built up over time. So all y'all need to be in the 13 moons class, or in the Venus retrograde class, or in the meditation that's coming this weekend. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. The offerings, the virtual meditation Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Venus retrograde, that class, 13 moons, that class. And then the final thing, still natal charts, new moon, full moon readings, or any of those kind of things. But any ways that I can support you in transforming your energy and healing, that's what I'm up to. And you can just join the follow the sun energy, and then I there's some free stuff there as well. And that is that. Okay, you all, if there's anything I can do, let me know. We are really moving into a real new paradigm, but it is causing us to be deeply responsible for everything that is in this reality. All right. Peace and blessings. I love you so very much. Bye-bye. All right, y'all.